So I'd like to welcome everybody. Thank you all for being here. So the focus of this workshop is going to be breath, but Rochelle indicated we should do a little bit of movement before we do breath.
Sorry.
And so rather than do my typical Baptiste-inspired flow, I felt I should expose you guys to something different, especially those of you who've done quite a bit of my Baptiste-inspired flow. So for those of you who are familiar with the 5 Tibetan rites, that's what we're going to do. For those of you who aren't familiar, I'll talk through it a little bit and then we will all practice this together. And so I don't remember the years, but I want to say it was the latter part of the 19th century. A British military officer retired from his service in India and then just started wandering around the countryside. And he came across this monastery where these monks were extremely old, but they were still like climbing up trees, running up ladders, and he wanted to understand how people at such an advanced age had so much energy, so much strength, so much balance to do these things. And these 5 exercises are what the monks taught him to do. And then I want to say it wasn't until the 80s that a mass publication book came out with the 5 Tibetan rites, and it's easy to find all kinds of information on everything from Healthline has a write-up on them to dozens of YouTube videos demonstrating them. So I felt to start us off, we'll do the 5 Tibetan rites, and if you've never been exposed to them, it is a exercise that seems there are 5 fairly simple exercises but very difficult to master. So the basics are fairly simple, and the main goal is you come out of this practice feeling much better than you did coming in. And so just because the person next to you is able to do all the exercises a million times, a million reps on each one, doesn't mean you need to. If you do 3, if you do 7 of each one and you think, nope, this is enough for me, I'm going to stop, then please do that. And if you feel comfortable continuing on, then you continue on until either I cue you to stop or until you feel like stopping. And if some of them you're having so much fun, you're like, I'm going to keep going a little bit longer, we'll wait for you. So the 3 exercises are, the first one is spinning. And because we are in a space, a fairly closed space, you guys are going to need to start off by staggering. And so some of you will come to the front of your mats, some of you come to the back of your mats. The objective is to spin as rapidly as you can, but maintain control. And we spin in a counterclockwise direction. This will open your chakras. It will also do a lot for your proprioception. So most people, as they get older, whenever they fall, whenever they lose their balance, is because they have absolutely no connection to the ground and their body. This exercise where you're spinning in a circle, we all did this quite frequently as children, and then as we got older, we stopped doing things like that. One of the things it did as we were children is it helped us ground, and it also helped us feel into our bodies. And so doing this on a regular basis helps you feel into your feet and feel your feet contacting the earth, as opposed to a lot of people get in this habit where they just kind of flop their feet along and literally they are falling forward and just getting their feet underneath them before they hit the ground. And so this will start training you to be very aware of your feet. The second exercise is a camel derivation, where you are basically up on your knees and you are lifting your heart up and bending back while you're pressing your hips forward. But you don't go grab onto your ankles. You are just basically lifting up from your upper spine, bending back. And I'll do a quick demo of all these before we start. I just want to talk through them. The third exercise is you are laying on your back, your legs are straight up. And depending on your core strength and how much your lower back speaks to you will determine what this looks like for you. For some of you, you may be lifting your legs up and lowering your legs all the way. For some of you, it's like, this is absolutely insane. There is no way I'm physically going to be able to do this. So there were other variations of this. And if all of that seems too much, just do some crunches at that time. The objective is to work on your core and get your full core engaged. The fourth exercise is a reverse tabletop. And for those of you who have never done reverse tabletop, all kinds of amazingness, because there's a lot of muscles that most of us do not engage on a regular basis in our shoulders and in our core that get engaged when you do a reverse tabletop. And again, there'll be various modifications of this, so if this sounds really scary, don't worry about it, do what you can do. And the last one is a movement from a down dog to an up dog, but you don't dip low, so you're not putting the strain on your shoulders to low dip. Literally, you are moving as smoothly as you can from an up dog, or from a down dog to an up dog, and you don't do the dip. So your shoulders never dip below your elbows in this, so you're not straining your shoulders in that process. And so I'm going to quickly demo all of them. I want to make sure everybody gets all their questions answered before we start going into them, and everybody feels there's a safe variation they can do. So the first one is, you're just going to stand up and you're just going to spin. And the objective is, feel your feet moving on the ground. And if you're like super coordinated, super athletic, and you want to go really fast, you can do that. The key is be safe for yourself, be safe for the people around you. Yes, ma'am?
Was that clockwise? I thought you said counterclockwise.
If I say counterclockwise, I misspoke. You should spin clockwise.
Okay, the last time I did this, I remember hitting a really big oak tree.
Yes, yes. And I think the most important...
I was laughing so hard, I had to tell y'all.
What's your name, ma'am?
Angela.
Angela, what's your name, ma'am?
Elisa Meadows.
Elisa, I apologize. Lisa, you're too far away. Didn't have my glasses. I should have. So anyway, just the key is, yeah, don't hit the oak tree, don't hit your neighbor, don't hit the wall.
I warned you, okay?
And the second one is just the camel variation, where all you're doing is pushing your hips forward, lifting up through your upper spine, bending as minimally through your lower back as you can. You're lifting through your upper spine, you're pressing your hips forward. And again, just like the first one, the goal is to hit 21 repetitions of that. The next thing we're going to do is this fun one, where your arms are down by your side, your legs are up. And some of you are like, this is crazy, and that's good, and just do that. Some of you may need to bend your knees, because even having your legs straight seems crazy. And if having your legs up is fine, then the next part of this is all the way down, head down, legs down, and then lift your head, lift your legs.
Should we put our hands under our butt if we have to?
If you need to, Angela, please do that. So yeah, so hands underneath your tailbone if that feels better. You can have your hands out by your side. That's the ideal. You want to make sure you're pressing your lower back into the ground powerfully during this entire exercise. So if you start to feel your lower back arch, bend your knees. And if you just want to go to bicycle abs, if you just want to put your feet on the ground and do some crunches, whatever feels appropriate for you. Please do not injure your back. Again, the goal is to feel better coming out of this class than you did coming in. The next one is reverse tabletop, where you lift up and then you shift back. So your heels are touching the ground, your tailbone does not touch the ground. And again, if this is crazy, hold this. If you can't do this, just stay here. And if this even feels crazy, find a variation of this that feels good for you. Is there anybody that doesn't think they can at least hold this at some level? All right, so do this, and again, if this is easy, then shift back. And again, we'll do 21 counts of that. And the last one is the down dog to up dog. And again, you're not going to dip the shoulders low, and you're not going to curl the toes under. You're going to keep the feet exactly as they are, and you're just going to shift forward to a high plank and then to an up dog. And just like whenever we're doing this in any of the other classes at Yoga2Gather, when you go from your up to your down, you're going to initiate from your core first. Your core initiates first, and then you use your hands to push at the end. And so you should be feeling your core during a lot of these. You should definitely be feeling your core as you're doing the leg thing. As you're doing the reverse tabletop, you'll start to feel your core work in ways you may not be used to your core working. And then certainly in the last one, as you're moving from your down dog to your up dog, make sure you're initiating from your core, still feeling your core speak to you. Does everybody feel they have that and they have a variation they can do safely for all 5 of those? All right, let's stand up and stagger so we won't hit our neighbors or the wall. Extend your arms. You want to keep your fingertips active the entire time. So don't let your fingers go limp. Keep your arms activated. And let's start moving in a clockwise direction. Be safe. And for those of you who are children of the 70s, this always brings back the Wonder Woman series.
That's what that oak tree is.
And feel your feet connecting with the ground. If this is feeling super easy for you, try closing your eyes.
Oh, that changes things.
So again, the goal is to develop more connection with the ground and then be able to take this connection with you whenever you're not just spinning around in circles in your yoga mat, but feel your additional sensitivity to the ground that you're developing in your feet. And can you take that with you when you're just walking around after class?
What if we start getting dizzy?
Yes, that's part of it. Absolutely part of it. And that's good. That's good, Eduardo. And like everything, the more you do it, the more you get used to the dizzy feeling, and the easier it'll be. Make sure your arms are active, your chest is lifted, your shoulder blades are lightly pulled together. You're not squeezing them together, but you feel some engagement as you pull them together. Go for just a few more minutes for those who are still moving. Everybody feeling their arms and shoulders yet? I know Lori's like, what? We're not doing a Baptiste-inspired flow? Am I even going to get a workout in this class?
Twister thing.
All right, and let's wrap up our last rotation and just come to the top of your mat in mountain pose. Your hands either can be by your side or in prayer, and just take a moment to reorient yourself. For those of you who have taken classes with me before, we return to our 4-part breathing, where we inhale to the count of 3, 2, 1, hold. Exhale for 3, 2, 1, hold. Inhale, 3, 2, 1, hold. Exhale, 3, 2, 1, hold. Inhale, 3, 2, 1, hold. Exhale, 3, 2, 1, hold. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. And inhale and come down to your knees, preparing for the second right. Hands on your lower back. Again, you want to keep your lower back as straight and long as possible. Lift up through your heart, press your hips forward, go back. Inhale back to neutral. Press up. Neutral. Move at your own pace. Align your breath and your movement. If it feels good to breathe the same cadence as your neighbor, do that. If your cadence is different than your neighbor, move with whatever aligns your breath. Come to your heels when you finish. Bring your right hand to your heart, left hand to your belly, and come back to that 4-part breath. Let you work on that 4-part breath on your own. I'll count later. So you just inhale for a 3 or maybe a 4 count. Hold for the same duration as your inhale. Exhale for the same duration as your inhale, or possibly longer if you can. And then hold again at the end when you're empty for at least the same duration as your inhale. What this breath is doing is it's training your body to relax. Whenever your inhale is only a quarter of your breath cycle, that's signaling your parasympathetic nervous system. This is the part of your autonomic nervous system that allows you to rest and allows you to heal. Too often we're inhaling too much, which keeps us in our sympathetic nervous system, which is absolutely amazing if we're running from a saber-toothed tiger, wrestling a grizzly bear, lifting a burning car off a small child. Not quite as applicable though when we're just sitting in traffic, having stress at work, or dealing with unruly teenagers at home. And let's all come to our backs for the next one. Extend your legs up in the air. Again, if this does not feel good for your back, you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. If bicycle abs is more appropriate for you, do that. If you need your hands underneath your tailbone instead of by your sides, do that. Take a deep inhale and lower your legs. Inhale to lift your head, lift your legs. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift your head and legs. Exhale, lower. And move at your pace. Feel your core. Ensure your lower back is staying pressed into the mat. The key is at the end of this, you want to feel your core getting a great workout, not soreness in your lower back. Bring your feet to your mat, about shoulder width. And it feels good to move your knees from side to side. Maybe pull your knees into your chest, take a happy baby, do whatever feels good. And then return to your feet on your mat. Left hand on your heart, right hand on your belly, and come back to your 4-part breath. That last exercise was a little bit strenuous, and so maybe your breath cycle is shifted. Maybe you were easily able to do 3 counts the last time. Maybe it becomes a little more difficult. Maybe you need to reduce your pauses to a 2 count. Or if it is super easy for you, maybe you can extend your exhales to a 4 count or a 5 count. And then once you start extending your exhales, extend your pauses. Again, this is a great exercise where you do things to put your body in stress. And then you start training your body to go directly from stress back to relaxation. Gently sit up. Put your hands behind you, feet still planted, and prepare for reverse tabletop. And let's lift up. Keep your feet parallel to each other, a little greater than hip width apart, and then shift back. Inhale back up. And shift back. Move at your pace. So supposedly all the monks who did these exercises all were very active and healthy, and they all peacefully died in their sleep with no degenerative diseases.
They weren't shouting.
So I know some of these things seem crazy at first, but a bunch of 80, 90-year-old monks can do it. You guys can certainly master it if you have that desire. You know, Lori's like, this is so easy. I need something more challenging.
I'm good.
Make sure you're pressing down through your entire palm. If you have all the weight on the heel of your hand, your wrists may start speaking to you in ways that are not helpful.
I think my bottom is too long. We won't say it's fat. It's definitely long.
Longer torso.
Yeah, I definitely think the torso to arm ratio makes a difference in this one.
It does.
Those with the shorter arms are a little bit of a disadvantage.
No,
So it has nothing to do with bottom, it's just your arms are too short.
yeah, Garfield was on your toe too.
Again, be aware of your form. If you're getting sloppy, nothing wrong with stopping. If you're not feeling your core engaged, if you're not pressing down through your entire palms, it's time to give this one a rest. If you are feeling something in your wrists, do a few wrist circles. Let's do the last 3. So I'll take a minute, do a few wrist circles. As you come back to your 4-part breath, make that just your default. When we stop with the exercise, come back to your 4-part Ujjayi breath. Again, with the realization, the pauses may be a lot shorter. And don't judge it, just be aware. And feel things shift as you come back to this breath cycle. This 4-part Ujjayi breathing should be the foundation of everything you do in your life. You should be waking up in the morning, breathing like this. When you're making your breakfast, breathing like this. As you're moving through your day, be aware of, are you breathing like this, or have you shifted into a default pattern where you're rapidly breathing in and out without any pauses? Or have you shifted away from the Ujjayi breathing? Let's go to down dog and get ready for the last of the 5 rights. Root down through your entire palm. Feel all 10 of your fingers wide on the mat. Feel the part of your palm directly underneath your knuckles press down. Take a powerful inhale and shift forward as you exhale. Inhale, engage your core and pull you back to a down dog. Exhale as you move to your up dog. Play around with it. See if that breath cycle feels best for you, or if there's another one that feels better. If it feels better for you to do the inhale on your up dog, do the inhale on your up dog. The most important thing is make sure you're feeling your core engaged. Make sure you're keeping your shoulders engaged so you're not dumping your weight into your shoulders as you come into your up dog. You're lifting through your heart. Your shoulder blades are lightly pulled together, similar to whenever we were doing the first spinning exercise. Let's do 7 more. once you're done, come to your knees. Again, back to your 4-part breath. It feels better with your hands on your thighs. You can keep them there. It feels better to have your hands on your heart and your belly do that. Feel sensations in your body, moving through all those 5 Tibetan rites. Be aware of the sensations that are familiar. Be aware of the sensations that are less so. Slowly open your eyes if you have them closed. Any questions? All right, let's come to a comfortable cross-legged position. Raise your right hand. Bring your index finger and your middle finger to the center of your forehead. Inhale deeply and powerfully. Right thumb over right nostril. Exhale through your left. Inhale through your left. Ring finger over your left. Uncover your right. Exhale through your right. Inhale through your right. Cover your right. Uncover your left as you exhale. Inhale through your left. Cover your left. Exhale through your right. Inhale through your right. Cover your right. Exhale through your left. Inhale through your left. Cover your left. Exhale through your right. Inhale through your right. Cover your right. Exhale through your left. Inhale through your left. Cover your left. Exhale through your right. Inhale through your right. Cover your right. Exhale to your left. Inhale through your left. Cover your left. Exhale through your right. Inhale through your right. Cover your right. Exhale through your left. Inhale through your left. Cover your left. Exhale through your right. Inhale through your right. Cover your right. Exhale through your left. Inhale through your left. Cover your left. Exhale through your right. Inhale through your right. Cover your right. Exhale through your left. Inhale through your left. Cover your left. Exhale through your right. Last cycle. Inhale through your right. Cover your right. Exhale through your left. Inhale through your left. Cover your left. Exhale through your right. Bring your right hand to your right thigh. Lengthen through your spine. Feel the sensations in your body. So for those of you who've done a lot of yoga before and know the value of the Nadi Shodha, the alternate nostril breathing, it helps balance both hemispheres of the brain, helps clear any brain fog, helps you become more awake and more alert. Good exercise when you're feeling a little bit groggy in the afternoon, or perhaps even to wake up in the morning. The next one we will do is Brahmari breathing. For those of you who have cats, you know they purr. It's not just a random noise they make. There's benefits to their immune system, to their metabolic function, and even to their bone density by making that noise. Humans are also able to gain a lot of those benefits by just humming. There's something called Brahmari breathing that, again, those of you who have done a lot of yoga are probably very familiar with. And Brahmari breathing is the human equivalent of a cat purring. We'll do 3 rounds of Brahmari breathing. On the first round, I encourage everybody to make as low pitch sound as they can. On the second round, we'll make as high pitch sound as we can. And then the third round, it's your choice. Find a pitch that is most comfortable for you. The objective of the high pitch and the low pitch at the beginning is to give yourself exposure to both extremes so you can start feeling what is your ideal range, and you will feel a range that's most comfortable for you. And then in the third round, that's what you want to do. And then when you practice Brahmari breathing at home, you want to go to that pitch that is most comfortable for you. Any questions? All right, we're going to do 2 minutes on the high pitch, 2 minutes on the low pitch, and 2 minutes at your choice. Whenever you run out of air, you just take in more air and you just keep going until I cue you to stop. So let's start off with a high pitch first. As high pitch, if it feels better for you, just a hum. If you want to imagine making a bumblebee sound, make a bumblebee sound. Whatever is appropriate for you. Let's begin. Inhale. You're going to go as low pitch as possible. Take an inhale, and let's begin. pitch is appropriate for you. I see some of you smiling. If you're having fun, great. If you're not having fun, why are you not? Take a deep inhale and find the pitch that's right for you. Let's begin. What I encourage you to do is take your fingers, your middle finger and your index finger lightly over your eyes, and use your thumb to close that flap over your ears. And so this will cause the sound to echo more in your head. And we'll do a few minutes of this. Take a deep inhale. And the sound you prefer with your ears closed. return to your four-party jai breathing. Be aware of any shifts that occur in your body. Work on elongating your exhale, elongating your pauses, relaxing into this experience, keeping your spine straight and long, your sternum lifted, your shoulders relaxed. And your mind focused on the duration of your inhale, the lengths of your palms, and how long you can make your exhale. Everything we're going to be doing today, this is the most important of this practice. Coming to this 4-part Ujjayi breathing as often as you can through the day. Bring your awareness, the duration of your pauses, and the length of your exhale. Wherever you are, we're going to prepare for our first breath hold. This is going to be a short duration breath hold. So, in about 25 seconds, you'll hold your breath for 45 seconds. We'll do that in a seated position. Then we'll go to our mat, and we'll do our long duration breath hold after that. That made it sound like it was singular. Actually, it's plural. We'll do multiple long duration breath holds. Wherever you are, take a deep inhale. And we're holding for 45 seconds. Be aware of what happens in your body in the stillness when the breath stops. If your mind needs something to do, focus on the beats of your heart. That's doing awesome. We have 15 seconds remaining. And let it go. Awesome work. We're going to do 3 rounds of Wim Hof breathing. Then we'll do 3 rounds of the free diver breathing. Then you'll have Yogi's choice for the 7th round of if you want to do the Wim Hof breathing or the free diver breathing. Some of you may start to experience a little bit with that 45-second breath hold. We're going to be going a lot deeper with 7 breath rounds. Some of you are going to be able to go for 4 minutes or more, and it may start getting crazy. And if it starts getting too crazy and you start having too many hallucinations, you can go back to normal breathing. If it's not getting crazy enough for you, just breathe more deeply and breathe more fully. I don't want to waste too much time talking about the physiological aspects of what's happening, but I'm happy to talk about that after class, anybody that wants to know. But it's perfectly normal for you to start hearing noises, for you to start seeing colors, for you to start feeling tingling across your body, for your hands to go numb, your feet to go numb, for your hands and feet to cramp. And again, if it gets too crazy for you, Just start breathing normally and everything will come back to normal. If it's not getting crazy enough for you, breathe deeper, breathe faster. For the 3 rounds of Wim Hof, we are going to hold on an exhale, and then I'm going to cue you to inhale, and you'll pull in as much air as you can. And for those of you that know the Mula Bandha locks, you will do the Mula Bandha locks for 15 seconds when you hold. If you don't know the Mula Bandha locks, you will just squeeze every muscle in your body, maybe making fists with your hands and your feet for that 15 seconds. For the 3 rounds of the pre-diver breathing technique, you will be holding on the inhale. And again, the 7th round will be up to you. Let's not think about this too much. Go ahead, Angela.
How are you holding on the inhale as in just breathe in really slow?
Breathe in really slow and then hold on the inhale. So these first 3 rounds, you're going to exhale and then you're going to hold on the exhale. So again, don't think about it too much. Everybody lay down and let's have a fun time. And let's try to experience something outside of your normal day.
Okay, do legs need to be extended, Mike, or can I be like this?
I would say whatever feels most comfortable for you is going to be right for you. It feels most comfortable. For me, it's most comfortable in a Shavasana pose. If some of you feel more comfortable with the soles of your feet on the ground, do that. So let's everybody breathe in deep, breathe in full. Initiate your breath from your diaphragm and fill up your ribs. Use your clavicle muscles to pull in the last little bit of air and let it go. Breathe in deep, breathe in full. And let it go. Fully inhale. Bring in as much air as you possibly can, as powerfully as you can. And let it go. Fully in. Breathe it in. And let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully inhale. Let it go. Breathe in deeper. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully inhale. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Inhale deep, inhale full. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Deeply inhale. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe it in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Bring it in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. 5 deepest breaths of the morning. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in deep. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go and hold. We're going for a minute. Relax in this experience. Feel the different sensations when you have no air in your lungs, but all the cells of your body are hyperoxygenated. You all have more than enough air. Any desire to breathe is just based on habit, not physiological need. Breathe in and squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, let it go. Fully in, let it go. Breathe in deeper. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Deeply inhale. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Deeply inhale. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Deeply in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe in deeper. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Deeply inhale. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in deeper. Let it go. Breathe it in. Let it go. Fully inhale. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. 5 more. Breathe it in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. And hold 90 seconds. 30 seconds remaining. Continue to relax. Breathe in deeply, hold and squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, let it go. Breathe it in. Let it go. Deeply in. Let it go. Breathe in deeper. Let it go. Fully inhale. Let it go. Bring it in. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Keep breathing at your pace. You have 2 minutes. Breathe as strong and as fast as you possibly can. This is the last round of the Wim Hof style, and then we'll switch over to the free dive style. Again, if you're not feeling anything, if you're not saying anything unusual, breathe harder, breathe faster. If it's getting too crazy for you, slow down your breathing. Encourage you all to breathe faster, breathe harder, amp up your breath. Pull in more air with every inhale. Maybe you're only exhaling 60 to 80%. Breathe in harder, breathe in more powerfully. Pull in more air. "30 seconds for your strongest, most powerful breaths of the morning." Ten seconds. Take your final inhale, let it go, and relax. 2-minute breath hold. 30 seconds remaining. Inhale deeply and fully, pull in air, and squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, let it go. Breathe in deep, breathe in full. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe 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 in deeper. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe 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 in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe it in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe in deeper. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. 5 more. Breathe in. Let it go. In. Out. In. Out. Fully in. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe in and hold. Hold on an inhale. We're going for 2 minutes again. Just relax in this experience. You should notice the sensation is a little different when you hold on an inhale. If your mind needs something to focus on, listen to the steady drone of the air conditioner or the beating of your heart. in, let it go. Fully in, breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Bring it in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe 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 in deeper. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe 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 in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in deeper. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe 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 in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe it in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe it in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe it in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Out. In. Out. In. Out. 5 more. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe it in. Let it go. Breathe in and hold. 2.5 minutes. $60 seconds remaining. Stay with it as long as you can. The more you relax, the easier it'll be. If you just need to take another quick step of air and rejoin us, that's fine. Your objective is to go as long as possible without breathing. 30 seconds remaining. and let it go. Breathe in deeply, breathe in powerfully. Let it go. Fully in, breathe it in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe in deeper. Let it go. Breathe in. 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 Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe 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 in deeper. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe it in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe in. Let it go. Fully in. Let it go. Breathe in. 30 seconds. Keep going at your pace. Breathe as hard. Breathe as fast. Breathe as powerfully as you can. The next 30 seconds. I'm going to give you a minute bonus time just to make sure everybody can come close to making 3 minutes. Keep breathing deep, keep breathing full, breathe in as much air as you can. Breathe in powerfully. We're all going to go for 3 minutes shortly. Keep breathing in. You have 40 more seconds. Breathe in as deeply and strongly as you can. We all want to get to 3 minutes. We all want to have that 3 minutes of peaceful silence when there's no breath in our body. 30 seconds. Keep breathing. Fully inhaling, maybe exhaling 50%, maybe 70%, but not fully exhaling. 15 more seconds. Wherever you are, take your last inhale, breathe in, and completely relax. Relax in your experience. Focus your attention on the sound of the air conditioner, the beating of your heart. 2.5 minutes. You guys doing great. Great work, let it go. Now this is your chance to ride the crazy train if you're not already on there. However you want to breathe, as hard, as fast, as powerfully as you can. Take this opportunity. Again, if you're starting to see colors, feeling unusual sensations in your body, hearing things in your ears, that is perfectly normal. If none of this is happening to you yet, if you breathe harder and faster, I promise you something out of the ordinary will occur for you right now. If you feel emotion starting to come up, again, that's perfectly normal. Keep breathing deep, keep breathing fully. The goal is pulling as much air as you can with every one of your inhales. Maybe you're only letting somewhere between 50 to 80% go whenever you exhale. More seconds. Most powerful breaths in the morning. Pull as much air as you can. Take your final inhale and hold. If you make a loud noise when you let it go, I will let you know what the time was. 2 minutes. And let it go. You have a choice if you want to do another inhale and squeeze before you go into your Shavasana, or if you just want to go right into your Shavasana. We're at 2.5 minutes. $3:15. $3:25. $3:45. $4 minutes. 4:05. 4:10. 4.5. Raise your hand if anybody's still holding. Just go into your Shavasana and completely relax. Slowly roll over onto your right side. Use your right arm as a pillow. And as gently as you can, bring yourself to a comfortable seated position with your eyes remaining closed. So we're going to complete our practice with a few rounds of Kundalini breathing. What you're going to do is you're going to lock your root chakra, so pull up through your perineum and visualize the energy moving from your root all the way to the crown of your head. And as you begin, you're going to lock your perineum, your root chakra. As you visualize the energy move past your abdomen, you're going to lock your abdominal chakra and move it all the way to the crown of your head. Okay? You know, different people think it's necessary to lock the throat. I know other people that say that's not necessary. I'm going to leave it up to you. I do not lock my throat chakra when I do this exercise. So let's all inhale and lock. Let it go. 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 Inhale. Let it go. Final round. Inhale and lock. And let it go. Return to your four-part Ujjayi breathing. Again, this is your foundation. If there's anything I want you to take away from this class, it's just four-part Ujjayi breathing. Always be aware of the pauses between your inhale and your exhale. Your exhale and your next inhale. Be aware of the duration of your exhale. I thank all of you for joining me this morning. If you're interested, I'd like whoever would like to join me next door for lunch. Bring your hands to heart center. Bring your thumb knuckle to your forehead. And together we say, Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.